Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Because I am addicted to poe2, I have collected over 100 shattered Triskelions, which you need to fight the new boss inside of the Expedition League in maps after the Expedition storyline. We're going to go ahead and get started and see what we can get out of 100 fights with this new boss. I forgot its name again. I don't remember. I'm about to fight him in a minute. We'll find out. So in order to access this boss, you need the Shattered Triskelion. You take one of these, you bring it to the Verisium Anvil, throw it in here, reforge it, and you get the Triskelion reforged. In order to find the Triskelion, you need to fight one of the new bosses, not the Pinnacle bosses. It's Deadly Map Boss? I think it's Deadly Map Boss. It is usually dropped by Ulroth. I have not seen it dropped by anything else. But inside the Expedition League, you get these by beating Ulroth. In order to access the boss, we need to travel to the Verisium Crater. After the storyline, you can do this repeatedly. You just need to go talk to Makoro again, and you travel to the Verisium Crater. We take it over here, we hit this, we throw one of these in. And we get access to the boss, and we're about to find out its name again. The Aberration. Boom. That is the Aberration. We are going to do that 100 times and see what we actually get from it. That was number 2.
How are you?
If you are seeing this video from the future, I have successfully defeated the Aberration 100 times to see if we can get good loot from this boss. I spent around 12 div buying the Triskelion so I could farm him 100 times, and we're going to see if we can make our money back. So while he did drop a few random uniques here and there, none of them were of noticeable value, so we're going to check all of the items to see if they have any value and if this guy is actually worth fighting for. After 100 fights, he did drop the Twisted Empyrean, a new unique mace that I cannot use, but looks very interesting. So how much is this worth? This is worth at least a few chaos. Probably be better if it had natural values. So this is worth a few chaos. We're doing great so far. Now time to see what is inside of these Scarlet Ores. Let's find out. Eyes of the Runefather. Duality. The Unleashed. And Eventide Petals. These actually might be pretty good if you corrupt them. Can you Runeforge them again? You can. So you can Runeforge these again to get a different variant. So let's see what they got. Okay, so you gain different variants by Runeforging them again. And how do I not have Ulroth's Crest of the Sun? Okay. You don't have sufficient currency to buy this mod. What? Okay, so I don't have enough currency to actually rune forge all of these. So Midnight Zenith, that is the new skill that was being used for a while now. When the League first launched, people were finding this. I guess you can only get it from this boss. Oh, these are the rune forge. This is the rune forge version. This gets energy shield and runic ward. And the unrune forge version gives armor and evasion rating. Oh. Another thing we did get is we did get a bunch of these ancient augments. So we're going to take a look at these. See what value they have. It looks like this might be worth a few div each. So, Emergent Vigor. Seems like it may be worth a few div. Ooh, that's the big one. Emergent Possibility. Could probably make the Divine Orbs we spent on getting all the keys back with just selling these. It's probably the Rolling Gloves. Gain 1% of damage and extra damage of a random element per rune socketed in equipped items. That looks like the main selling point, so this will add us more damage onto our gloves. This is worth almost nothing because no one's buying it. This is worth almost something, so that's the only one. Emergent Possibility, that's the big one because it adds more damage added onto our gloves. And with this boss, we did get a few lineage gems. So we have Ulros Conviction and Ulros Hubris. So let's see how much these are worth. They are worth... Ulros Hubris is worth almost nothing. This is actually worth a few divines. Which is kind of interesting. The one that deals more damage is actually worth almost nothing. And the one that empowers certain skills is the one worth maybe like 10 div each. And I gotta go through all these. So, this boss might actually be profitable, just not insane amounts of profit every sale. But it does give you a few ideas to actually make unique builds using some of these things. I was really hoping these would have like some special skill attached to them. But it looks like these are all of these are like for very, very different builds. But as far as I can tell, the main moneymaker isn't any of these items. Unless you want to use them in a special build, like it's probably not worth it to farm this guy. However, these special runes that you do get from him, the one that gives gloves gain 1% of damage to extra damage of a random element per is worth something. That is worth something, and one of the lineage gems is actually worth something. So because the keys for this boss is so cheap, it is very easily accessible, but if you're going to fight this boss, most of the stuff that he drops isn't really worth much. Except maybe like one of the lineage gems is worth something right now, and the Emergence Possibility rune is actually worth something right now. But because the entrance fee to this boss is so cheap, you can probably get a profit off it by just dropping one of those lineage gems or one or two of the special runes. Anyway, I'm going to need to sort through all this, see what's what, and consider the possibility of making a build with one of these weapons. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.